Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. I got Scruff McGruff Rico in the house, man. I haven't got a cut yet, so you know what I'm saying? We going grizzly in this bitch. What's going on, folks? This is the Rico Report on the Buffalo Fanatics. I am your humble and gracious host. I got that from my boy Joe Budden, y'all. I always love when he says that shit. The hell's on my shoulder, boy? That's gonna bug me all day. Welcome to a fun Friday night. This is the week 2 preview of the Bills at the Dolphins. How are you guys feeling about our matchup against, in my opinion, and you guys have been hearing me say this, it's going to be a challenging game. It's not going to be a walk in the park. And we knew this. We knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And that's the facts. We got a solid team. And I will be joined very shortly by my guy, Papa Peck, Kevin, the Dolphin fan. I'm gonna let him get on that. He's gonna pop a squat right next to me. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna pop a Red Bull, and then he's gonna try to subtly rip our team. And I know him. And this is really bugging me what's on my shoulder. I don't know what the heck that is, but the show must go on. I don't know what that is, but you know what? We keep it moving. Anyway, so shout out to everybody in this room. First of all, you guys know how I got to do. I got to give a shout out to the Bing squad. Y'all been holding it down for a minute. I see you, Sam Mazza, Ryan Teal. You guys were in the room early. Love it. Smash that like if you guys have joined for the first time and you have no idea who I am. I am Rico from the Buffalo Fanatics. I cover Bills and everything around the Bills. A little bit of hip-hop culture, a little bit of wrestling analogy here and there. I haven't dropped an analogy in a long time, but you know what? When the moment comes, you will get it. So shout out to my guy Davion Price is in the building, James Parsons, Bobby Ray's in the building. I see those fire emojis. Light it up. What's going on? I saw a few people say that the title and the picture, the thumbnail is a little too much. You know what? I expect to be too much for the damn Dolphins on Sunday. And I'm not a brunch guy, but that's about time that most people have brunch in between lunch and in between breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Around between the hours of 11 to 2, right? So you know what? 1 o'clock is brunch. And we got a meal to eat. We got a meal to cook. Fish heads, you know what I mean? For you island folks that know, fish heads is very nutrient, omega-3s. Who we gonna get us? Someone get some omega-3s. I can tell you that much right now. I see Bills fan 1970s in the building. Colin C. I see you, man. I see you, Corey Buffalo. New Mexico EJE. That was a large bite for sure. You damn right it was. We're not playing games, man. We're not playing games. JB in the building. So folks, welcome to the Buffalo Fanatics. You know what? I am a little scruffy right now. And it's time for me to clean up. And for those that are new to the page and are new to the Buffalo Fanatics, y'all got to know that we've been putting in some work. And if I can't be your friend, I can't call you my friend, you can't call me your friend if I don't try to show you guys the way. And by the way, I mean cleaning yourselves up, folks. Y'all can't be sitting there going on a date with your partner, male or female, whatever your business is. Because at the end of the day, we like a smooth individual, right? I like my lady smooth, and she's got to like me smooth as well. So, fellas, take care of your business down below. Because ain't nobody want to go down there and be like, yo, what are we doing? Right? He or she's looking up at you saying, what are we doing? What are we doing with this? Right? Pause. So, that being said, get yourself cleaned up, 20% off, free shipping. We're hooking you guys up. Use the promo code Fanatics. Stop playing, man. Your lady will thank you. Your partner will thank you when you clean yourself up. And I'm going to tell you this. That toner, though, just ask the lady. She's asleep right now. She better not wake up because I didn't do my job if she does. Anyway, get back to the business. So here's the deal, folks. We have an important game this weekend. And a lot of people might say it's a little too early for you to be calling it an important game. Nah, man. With the schedule that we have, it is an important game. We are 1-0. We got rid of that monkey on the back You know what I mean? We got the first win. We needed that first win. We needed to show out. We needed to send a message. And I think the message was sent across the league. The league is on notice. I'm not saying that we're going to light it up, right? But the league is on notice. They're noticing, hold on a second now. The Bills are doing something. The Bills are putting in some work. So we gotta put them on notice some more and say it's not a fluke, right? We could have easily put up 30, 40 points. We left some points on the board. We left the points off the board, shall I say, right? So we have an opportunity to go and face the Dolphins and really do some work. Now, before we do get there, there's some news around the league that I do want to chat about, right? The noise around the league. So if you guys have been living under a rock, we were wondering who was going to get player of the week. There were some good candidates. Lamar Jackson was one of them. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers was one of them. Josh Allen was a candidate. But it turned out it ended up being Lamar Jackson with the player of the week. And I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. I am. You guys know I've been rooting for Lamar Jackson. I wanted the Bills to draft Lamar Jackson, but it wasn't the case. I thought we were going to draft freaking the other Josh as well. But we got our guy, Josh Allen. I'm very happy about it. But I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that I was excited to see that my guy, Lamar Jackson, the one that they were saying is a receiver, can't throw the ball, he's going to be trash, came out with a very efficient day. 20 for 25, 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdown passes, no intercept. Dude, he had a game. So guess what? It just means Josh Allen has to step his game up even more. Josh Allen's got to step his game up even more, and that's exactly what we got to do. So that being said, I got to give props to where props is due. So hold on a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Davion Price. I got to give a shout out to my guy, Davion Price. His first minor test without the LBs. Are we going to be okay? We'll be okay. We're going to find out. We will find out. And I got to give a shout out to my guy, Mark Bloomquist. Bing, biggity, bing, Rico. I live in Florida, and I might go to Miami game. Not sure. Are they even letting fans in the Miami game? If they're letting fans in the Miami game, that's even better. Mark Bloomquist, I got to show you a comment, man. So if they're letting fans in Miami, it won't matter because there's a big population of Bills fans in Miami. So I would not be surprised if we do get there and they populate that damn stadium. But we're gonna find out. We will find out soon enough. So shout out to you guys. 13,000 people is what they're gonna be allowing. So 13,000 people. Shoot, let's make that 12. Let's give them 1,000 people. Let's make that 12,000 Bills fans showing up to the game. Let's give them 1,000. Give them a little something. You feel me? So that being said, let's talk about what's going on around the league. So Lamar Jackson gets the player of the week for the AFC. Congratulations. That's my guy. Love it. But Josh Allen's going to get his. Don't you worry about that. He'll get his very soon. I do have good news, though. Robert Woods, former Buffalo Bill, drafted by the Bills, has scored himself a new deal. I can't be happier for one guy. That's one guy that I'm actually happy about. That's one guy that I was really sad that we couldn't keep him. He was Mr. Reliable. Like, that's what they're calling him, Mr. Consistent, right? In the slot, at the wide, catching footballs, left, right, center. Sometimes a little inconsistent. It's funny that his name is Mr. Consistent. At times, it was a little inconsistent because at times he'd be dropping the important balls that we needed him to catch. But that's the life of a receiver. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But I felt that he deserved a contract. And we didn't do that. We let him walk. And he got a nice contract with the Rams, and now he got paid again. Congratulations to Robert Woods. That's my guy. He got paid. What did he get paid? He got paid $65 million, $32 million guaranteed. My guy, Robert Woods, with a new deal. I got to give him a shout out. It would have been nice. Could you imagine right now, Robert Woods on the squad right now? You got Robert Woods. You got Stephon Diggs. You know what I'm saying? John Brown. Maybe we wouldn't have need to bring Cole Beasley. I like Cole Beasley, don't get me wrong, but that would have been a trio of a damn receiving core. Man, oh man. But you know what? I'm happy with what we got, and we're going to do it up big, and that's how we do. Hold on. What my man Bobby saying? Bobby said that boy had a pulled groin 45 weeks of the year while in Buffalo. I know he had some moments where he couldn't get that ground right, but who knows, man? That medical staff, we didn't have a great medical staff back then. Now we got this medical staff that you can have a damn busted ass shoulder, but they get you back in the game, right? So we're gonna talk about injuries in just a moment. Oh, look at my guy Pierre. Pierre says Gabe Davis over Robert Woods. Yeah, I see that. See, you got my man Kevin laughing. He put a smiley face. He put a smiley face, so we know he's joking. He's feeling himself tonight. So shout out to my guy Robert Woods coming through with a big deal. Do me a favor, folks. For those that are watching off of Twitter, the Twitter viewership, salute to you guys. For those that are watching from Facebook, salute to you guys. The viewership is heavy. Sportscaster, welcome to the Buffalo Fanatics. This is Rico. This is the Rico Report. And we've got some things to talk about. So salute to each and every one of you guys watching. Do me a favor, share this feed to wherever and to whomever so we can get this thing popping. We got 157 people watching this bitch. Let's move it up. By the way, Kevin just walked in the room. He just took his shirt off trying to come on there. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to embarrass Rico. Let me put my shirt back on. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. But he's here. He's going to rock it out. I didn't touch too much on the Dolphins. I'm going to let him do a lot of talking on the Dolphins, and we're going to talk it up. And what did I tell you, folks? Didn't I tell you? I told you my man's going to be rocking that Red Bull. I see it. So here we go. You don't got to tell my Govey. They don't need to know my Govey. Don't you worry about that. So we do need to talk about another matchup that's going on in the AFC, and that's the Patriots facing the Seattle's. I was about to say Seattle Supersonics, facing the damn Seattle Seahawks. That is going to be a matchup. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what that is going to be like. Shout out to my guy Kev's in the building. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it's going to be an easy win for Seattle, but it's going to be a battle, and that's going to be a very interesting. Is that a 4:00 game? I think it's a 4:00 game, huh? Sunday night. Oh, it's even better. So that's going to be a fun one to watch. So it should be fun. It should be fun. Finn Diesel's in the building. Yo, can you give him a little? No. No. Come on, Kev. The people robbed me of my strength. Yeah, we got to. Kevin's in his quiet talk. We got to fix that. So, folks, let me bring my notes onto this side over here. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of output the Patriots and Belichick is going to give the Seattle Supersonics. I was about to say it again. The Seahawks. Colin Cowherd. Did you see what Colin Cowherd said today?
No, what he said today.
He was like, "Come on, folks. We loved the Miami Dolphins last year. We liked them, and now we're not liking them because it's a new year, and they lost the game. 24-23 Miami Dolphins over the Bills."
Whoa.
Oh yeah, he called. And Colin keeps telling us that he loves the Bills. I like the Bills. But that's twice now he's kind of throwing some shade. I like Colin. Colin's my guy. I'm a big fan of Colin Cowherd. I really do. Right? But it's the ratings.
Yeah.
You need it for the ratings, man.
It's, I don't know. Last year, in the game in Buffalo, it's not like you ran away with that game. You barely won. You needed that Micah Hyde return of an onside kick to seal it.
You mean the one that was easily given to us? We just took it.
What are you talking
Y'all kicked a piece of crap ball. We took it back to the house. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what we do.
So Miami's not winning.
They're going to keep it close?
No.
What? Anyway, we'll talk about that. We got a few things to jump in there. Shout out to my guy Scott Blakely. Says Poyer and Klein are key players to help the loss of Edmonds and Milano. In my opinion, not ideal, but we will be fine. I will say this, Scott. I'm glad we have a guy in the likes of Poyer, but AJ Klein, I'm not feeling great about AJ Klein. I'm really not.
He's a bum.
I'm just not feeling great. I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling terrible, but I'm not. I don't feel great. Let me just put it that way.
Is Edmonds playing?
Edmonds isn't playing. Milano isn't playing.
Neither of them are?
Neither of them are playing. That's why I don't know if even Cowherd even knew this. Shit. And whether he did or not. See, now it's a ball game. So, anyway, I just want to get that part out of the way with the Seahawks and the Patriots. We need them to lose. Go ahead.
About the Patriots for a bit.
Go ahead.
I know that the Bills fans have been just desperate for the Patriots to fade away into nothing because, let's be honest, you haven't had any success on them in about 20 years, right?
Okay.
Have you? I don't know. When was the last time you beat them?
Who are you talking about? You talking about your?
No, like the Bills versus the Patriots.
Oh, I mean, I think the last time it was Jacoby Brissett was their quarterback.
Shit.
So
But I'm just saying, the they're not dead yet. They're not dead yet. Oof. So they still have. They got Andrews back, right?
Yeah.
He's probably the best center in the league right now. The Frederick gone.
Okay.
And they have the best interior offensive line in the NFL because with Thuney, Mason, and Andrews, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you guys can't beat them. I still think the Bills are the better team than the Patriots, but I don't think they're as bad as you guys think they are because the last time we saw Cam Newton, he couldn't run, he couldn't throw, he couldn't do anything. He was a shell of himself.
Right.
He's healthy.
He is.
I don't know if he's not Brady. I still think you guys will win.
Yep.
Don't discount them because I've never seen anything like it from them before, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were running quarterback power. They were running quarterback options.
Oh,
They were running read options.
That was the game plan.
Like it was different. And their whole plan is he's a third-year player now, Isaiah Wynn.
Yep.
The left tackle. He looks pretty good too.
Yep.
So they have a good offensive line.
They do.
And their game plan is to like grind it out. I don't know. You probably guys didn't notice because the game was on the same time as your Bills fans. The Bills game. But our game ended like 6 minutes before you guys, like 6 game minutes before you guys, because
they killed the clock.
The clock.
Well, did you see what the time of possession was? I was curious.
I'm not sure. And then they still have that secondary. And they still have decent their defensive linemen. There's no big sack guys, so like no one worries. But they're still pretty good against the run. And I wouldn't count them as dead yet. That's all I'm saying. I still think the Bills are a better team. I still think you're going to win.
You're right.
But I would have thought it was kind of pretty said and done. A lot of people were trying to be cute and saying maybe Miami would finish second. Nope. New England's.
You have no faith.
No, Miami's 5-11.
So what changed your mind exactly? One game changed your mind from the Bills for sure taking the AFC East.
Cam Newton's health, right? When I watched him last year in Week 2 against the Bucs, it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. He literally couldn't throw the ball 30 yards, and he couldn't run.
And he's a healthy Cam.
His whole game is predicated on running.
Yep.
And you know if you have a running quarterback and they can't run, usually they're in trouble. So I hadn't seen him. There's no preseason. There's no nothing.
Yeah. Everybody's going in blind.
He's healthy.
So I will say this before we jump into the topics of the day. I do need to talk about some fantasy because y'all, I've been getting messages left, right, center saying, "Yo, why did you tell me to grab Cole Beasley last week? You killed me." First of all, I didn't tell you to grab anything from Cole Beasley. You can blame Snarky Steve. Steve was like, "If I were you guys, I would take him." Nah, man. But this week might be a week you might want to take a look at Cole Beasley if he's in the waiver wire. You might want to take a look because right now your corners, ain't nobody sleeping on those corners. Those corners are locked down. Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, these boys can play. So the interior of the field is what is going to be attacked. That's what the Patriots tried to do. And even then they had some trouble. I mean, Cam only threw for 150 yards. But he was too busy running all over you guys. So it is what it is. We're gonna find out how this is gonna play out. As for my fantasy team, I gotta show y'all, man. Let me take down the banner here real quick so you guys can see what the team is looking like. So I gotta bring my guy Josh Allen in the building. I apologize, I can't even blow this up as much as I can, but I got Josh Jacobs, Devin Singletary, I got D-Hop, Odell. Odell had a decent game for me yesterday. He had about 17 points he gave me. I got TJ, Jerry. Kerryon Johnson, I'm going to move him, so don't stress about him. I'm going to move his ass out the way. And then we got Denver. I moved Denver's defense, and I got the Tampa Bay Bucks defense. So it's going to be interesting. What do you think of that roster, sir? Are you feeling that one?
Yeah, that's a good roster.
It's not bad. It's not a bad roster. It's not a bad roster. I could do better, but I mean, we'll rock with what we got. Bills fan 1970 says we beat Cam with Manuel and we'll beat him with Allen.
What does that even mean? Oh, you mean when he played for the
Panthers? When he played for the Panthers, and he was a healthy Cam.
Oh, it's true. So was Bill Belichick coaching that team?
I mean, Ron Rivera's not a scrub.
Was it still the NFL, number one defense in the NFL last year? I mean, I know they lost Hightower, but realistically, he's a run stopper. Like that defense is predicated on they have the best defensive backfield in football, and it's like corners,
right?
And I don't know, man. I don't know.
You're not feeling that.
Yeah,
you're not feeling that comment. You don't feel it.
You can't draw a comparison between a Bills team against them against a completely different team.
It's true, but you were. I think he's trying to get at you because you're trying to big up Cam. And
I'm just saying the Patriots aren't dead.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Cam, so I'm with you. I think this AFC East is going to be much more competitive than people may give it credit for. I mean, except for the Jets, and I don't feel damn sorry for the Jets at all. I don't feel sorry for the Jets. I don't want to hear. Don't you feel bad for Sam Darnold? No, I don't. I do not. You guys want to make it. You want to make your team better. Get rid of Gase. You guys want to make it. You guys want to talk about how brilliant he is. You know all about Gase. Is he brilliant?
Oh my
exactly. Somebody screenshot
that. He's so bad.
Exactly what I'm talking about, man.
But he's never made a mistake. Eh? Have you ever seen any of his press conferences?
I never watched the.
He has never made a bad call. He's never made a mistake. We're all mistaken. Everything he's done is correct. It's his players didn't execute properly. That's literally what
Jacob. What's going on, man? So I got to talk about before we get into the Bills Dolphins chatter. Did you watch the game last night with Joe Burrows?
He looks good,
dude. 61 attempts.
Yeah,
I actually never watched a game when someone's thrown for 61 attempts. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man. And I will say this though, watching that game, I felt sorry for one person in that game. Could you guess which person I felt sorry for?
No.
AJ Green, man. I felt sorry for AJ Green.
Oh, he missed Green on a corner.
Oh my gosh, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
He ran the corner. He had two guys on him, but he had him beat. He missed him.
Dude, yeah. AJ Green was getting frustrated. And
I got Bills fans giving me completion percentages.
Oh boy, what did they give you?
Now.
59% completion percentage for who? For who? Oh, Cam.
I think he's talking about
Joe Burrows?
Yeah.
It's not even that. He was efficient.
I know one thing. It's every Bills fan in the last 2 years has told me completion percentage is irrelevant. So we can't bring it up now.
I don't like that argument about the 59% or whatever he's trying to say. I mean, although I like a quarterback that gives you a higher percentage. That means he
moves well, though, eh?
Dude, he moves well. He's more athletic than I didn't expect him to be that as athletic as he was. And put 60 attempts. My goodness, I couldn't believe it. I really like Mixon. Although he didn't fare well.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Mixon, man. I can see why.
What are they doing giving Bernard the ball?
Giovanni Bernard. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. But shout out to the Bengals and Joe Burrows. I think they got a good one. Is that my phone?
Yes.
So shout out to each and every one of those guys. I gotta turn my phone off. And I will say this though, man. I saw somebody try to compare the Bengals receiving core and say, is there no better 5 receivers on any team than the Bengals have? So the Bengals had John Ross. Let me write. I got this. They had who they had? They had
AJ Green,
Tyler Boyd,
John
Ross,
Auden Tate,
and T. Higgins. Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, so who do we have? Can we compare a top 5 with that 5? Because that's a good 5. It's a solid 5. So I'm like, all right, we got John Brown, Diggs, Cole Beasley, Gabe Davis, and who you want to throw in? You want to throw in Isaiah McKenzie? Can our 5 go against that 5? Would you look? Your face is so like I'm not interested.
Well, I know. Give me a couple more games to see how good Green is, right? Because Green, if he's healthy, is the best of the lot.
Yeah.
If he's not, if he's lost a step, then because we've only seen him a couple times, right? And he pretty much missed all last year. If Green is top, I don't know. I'd say Green's better than Diggs, but Brown's better than Tyler Boyd.
There's no question.
No, don't say that because have you seen Tyler Boyd?
Tyler Boyd can play. He can play.
His numbers are really good.
Dude, right? He's had 1,000-yard seasons in 2 seasons straight. I've been paying attention.
Brown
he's
only
good.
has 2 in his career.
Yeah.
I think Brown's better, but it's not like a cakewalk.
No.
But
I would take Brown over.
Yeah, but Auden Tate, he's not bad.
He's okay.
But Beasley's better than Tate.
Oh, I'll take that all day too.
Yeah,
I just found that very interesting.
But then
like
if you're
the
going to
5.
offer me Gabe Davis and Isaiah McKenzie over T. Higgins and John Ross, I don't know, it's a wash.
I mean, T. Higgins is nice, but Gabriel Davis, according to a lot of people, like because this draft for the receivers were deep, he shouldn't have fell that as far as he did. We scooped him. We got lucky, allegedly. But anyways, I'll take it. I just found that very interesting that those 5 were brought up and people were like, hey, who's got a nice 5 just like them? Charlie Rooney says, got to respect Boyd. We all know what he did for us Bills back in the day. So here's my deal, folks. We are jumping into Bills Dolphins talk. And we can't get into it without talking about the injury report, right? We've got some injuries on both our squads.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the Dolphins. So here's what we're looking at with the Dolphins. We've got, like, these players best. So which one of these players would you say is, if we don't have this person, it's going to be problematic?
What's his name? Devontae Parker.
And he's not even out yet. He's just questionable, correct?
Yeah, but I have a feeling. So the two big names that, like, they all show up as limited because injury reports suck right now. But the two big names to watch are Xavier Howard and Devontae Parker.
Okay.
So Xavier Howard is working his way back from injury.
Mm-hmm.
He only played 27 snaps last week. He wasn't really playing. He played like a third of the snaps because he was on a specific like pitch count, if you will.
Okay.
So they're probably up it a bit this week, but like this is why we got Byron Jones. Like this. It's like Miami's trying to construct the roster to specifically with the Bills in mind, right?
Yeah.
So you have and if we don't have that, and we put all our money in the secondary and not in the pass rush, well, then you're screwed, right? So Howard has to play, but the main thing is Parker. When Parker went out, he was beaten up on Gilmore again last week. He had 4 catches for 46 yards, something like that.
Okay.
Like going into the second quarter,
okay.
Basically in a quarter. And then he got hurt, and the offense just went down the shitter because then Gilmore switches over to the next best guy, Preston Williams.
And he's still coming off of an injury.
Yeah, he's coming off a blown knee, and he wiped him out. And then the other guys just zone up, and they just, they take out the other guys. So it was really all we did was at the end of the game, Gesicki made a few catches, but it's Parker's the big one, right? Because
if Parker's not in, Preston Williams is going to be covered by Trey White, one of the best quarters in the game.
But Trey White doesn't travel, so I don't get it. Like he sits in a spot. You play your cover 3. He's really good, but
I mean, will he need to travel if it's just Preston Williams? We'll just put Levi Wallace on him.
That worked really well for you last game they played because Levi Wallace got abused by Preston Williams.
Right, a healthy Preston Williams, and now we have a rusty Preston Williams. So I think I'll take a healthy and more improved Levi Wallace over a rusty coming off an ACL injury, Preston Williams. What do you mean? No, he's coming off an ACL injury. You think he's gonna be top notch and gonna take? Come on, now you're putting the fandom in front of.
Not. I just don't think Levi Wallace is that good, and I think Preston Williams will be that good.
And a rusty Preston Williams will be better than.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm not trying to hate on Preston. I like Preston.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. I'm just saying it'll be a wash. So that means Trey White won't need to travel.
When he does cover Preston,
he'll
shut him down. Agreed.
Do you think he'll shut down Parker if Parker plays?
Didn't last year. Never does.
So Parker's that guy.
The only receiver that got 100 yards against the Bills last year.
That was your boy.
And in one-on-one matchups with Trey White last year in the
I'm giving you a shine right now. I'm just giving you a shine.
I'm just saying.
I'll let you have it.
5 of 6 for 85 against White. He finished the game for 137.
Get in your bag, Kev. Keep going, boy.
So they always use that as an example, right? Oh, he beat up on Gilmore. Well, he beat up on White too. Let's not forget about that.
It's funny when you say beat up on White. It's hilarious.
Well, what 5 of 6 for 85? I don't know what else you want to call it, and that's just in one-on-one.
And you feel that's it's
133 for the game and a touchdown. Like I don't know what more do you want?
Get your rocks off. I'm letting you get your rocks off.
No other receiver went over 100 yards against the Bills last year, if I'm not mistaken. At least in the regular season, I could be wrong, but I remember when it happened, it was the first time that year that you guys had given up a 100-yard receiver. No,
it's just I like the energy you're exuding. You're exuding a lot of energy. So I want you to.
Trey traveled with ODB and D-Hop. No, he did not. He traveled with D-Hop for a little bit in that game,
and so he did ODB.
Not going well. Hey, remember ODB had him beat for an 80-yard touchdown.
I mean, shit is ODB. ODB is Odell. So Odell is going to get his. But at the end of the day, he didn't do shit.
Plays. He doesn't travel like that. This is the misconception. He doesn't travel all the time. He will for a bit. He traveled for a few plays against D-Hop, which D-Hop was winning, but he doesn't travel the whole game.
He doesn't need to, is what we're trying to get to.
I'm not shitting on the defense, but I'm just responding to these.
And I get it. And I'm trying to let you get
garbage time stats. No, my friend. He's like in the first game when he scored on him, you guys, we were leading in the fourth quarter. In fact, you were booed off the field. I know because I was at Bill Stadium in the first half.
Oh, you're talking about the past.
I'm talking about last year.
Yo, do you see this?
Yeah, that's what I'm making garbage time stats. Like, no, they weren't garbage time stats. It was all in the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Buffalo Fanatics. I got my good friend Kev here, You guys love to see him. You guys love to see that dumb smirk he's got on his face, which I can't stand. So come Sunday, what are you having for brunch on Sunday? I know what I'll be having. What are you having?
Let me guess. You're gonna have tuna.
Tuna? No. We having fish heads.
There you go.
We got we having fish heads on Sunday, so I don't know. I can invite you over for some fish heads if you'd like. Kevin, New Mexico says, Kevin, we can't wait until you cry on Sunday night after the game.
I've already predicted a loss.
See, this is
like Miami.
I hate when you do this. Have some confidence in your team, man.
There's a difference between confidence and what I think's going to happen. Like, would I like Miami to win? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But are they going to win? No. They're going to lose 34-10.
34-10?
Yeah.
Wow, prediction already?
Yeah. I said that the other day on the Hump Day Hotline.
The Hump Day. We got to hump that like.
Yeah,
that's my boy Joe and Jay Spence doing that thing over there with the Hump Day Hotline. Shout out to those guys.
34-10. It's going to be a beating.
34-10.
Buffalo's biggest advantage right now is they have so many people that are returning from last year. They have no turnover in their coaching staff.
Correct.
It's like they're a good team.
Yep.
But in addition to that, they have all these things going for them, and especially with no preseason and no OTAs and no that, the fact that you guys have that continuity with only a couple of changes in your lineup is massive.
It's huge,
especially early in the season.
There's no question.
Miami's got 5 new starters on the offensive line. Really, they got 4, but one guy's playing a different position, so there's 5 new guys at different spots.
Yep.
And no preseason. What are you supposed to do with that? Like, it takes like 5-6 games. Like, maybe if this game was in Miami in week 8, I might be a little bit more, but come on. I got a new offensive coordinator, a new offensive scheme.
Hold on a second. Can I pause you on that? Because that new offensive coordinator, and I'll get into that, but let me just talk on to our injury report, because I want to touch on what we're missing right now. So the key things that we're missing right now is, for sure, we've got Tremaine Edmonds that's going to be out of the game. We got Milano that's going to be out, and Delshon Phillips out. Delshon was a depth linebacker. He's out. So we're going to be playing with the likes of AJ Klein, Tyrell Dotson, and a mixture, I'm going to guess, of Saron Neal coming down into the box, Jordan Poyer coming down into the box, Teron Johnson's going to have to come down. It's going to be a multitude of players, rotations.
Yeah. I'm expecting a lot of Saron Neal, because if you don't play linebackers, you're going to play the big nickel.
Absolutely. So now, because you didn't know that both linebackers were out.
No.
So what do you think the Dolphins are going to, like, their offense, and I know their offensive coordinator very well in Chan Gailey. Chan Gailey, I like a lot, and which brings me to the continuity part, because you said we don't have any continuity. The most, I guess, the continuity that stands with your team that's the most important right now is offensive coordinator and quarterback. They know each other very well. So that is your saving grace in keeping this game close. Because Fitzy, this is the thing, man. This is the Fitzy that I want to see. I want to see this Fitz magic. I want to see him throwing interceptions, doing stupid shit, us confusing him. He's a bright guy, but I want to confuse the hell out of him. And I want this Fitz magic. You know who I don't want? I don't want this guy. This guy's a baller. This guy is throwing 4 touchdown passes, 700 yards. I do not want sexy Fitz magic. I don't want chain hangout, non-manscaped Fitz magic. By the way, if you guys don't know yet, get yourself 20% off, free shipping. We are helping you out. Use the code Fanatics for Manscaped. This man should be using the damn Manscaped. Look at him.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Golly, I want this guy gone. I don't want that Fitz magic. You know who I do want? I want the guy that's just throwing all over the place and not knowing what the hell is going on, and that's the guy that I want. I'm just saying, folks, the continuity between those two is what's going to help you out in this regard. But nonetheless, this is going to be a challenging game for both teams because we're dealing with some injuries. Devontae Parker doesn't play.
That's massive.
That's a big blow.
If he doesn't play, or if he plays like 15 plays and then tweaks his hamstring again,
right,
they have no chance of winning this game. If he does play, they have a solid 15% chance of winning this game.
So this is the big thing for us, because I look at your running backs and I see, obviously, Balaj is gone. I don't know what happened to Balaj, man. I thought he was going to be at least decent for you guys. Shame. It's a shame.
Brought him back.
Fuck, man. What a shame. So Myles Gaskins, Howard, and and Matt Breida. I have Matt Breida as my backup, by the way. So Breida was supposed to be your, catch the ball out of the backfield back, and he wasn't getting as much touches. It's Myles Gaskins. Tell me more about Myles Gaskins. Why is this guy getting touches more than Howard? I know Howard's a little banged up, but what's going on with Myles Gaskins?
I don't know, man. Like,
you don't seem happy about that.
No, he's got no, like, he's one of those guys that, like, I'm trying to think of a comparison that the Bills had, like a TJ Yeldon. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
he's not bad.
Yeah, okay, I get
you're
you
not
saying.
going to get anything explosive from him. You're not going to get any big plays. He's smart. He makes like the easy catches. He's pretty good at receiving the ball, but like he's not going to make anyone miss and take it the distance.
Okay.
He's not going to run anyone over. What it seemed like last week is Miami had these specific personnel packages for like specific plays, and if you're on that package, then you did.
Listen, man. I'm in a position right now where I look at your Dolphins, and most people might look at it like this should be a win. By the way, Pierre Kimpe says we need to win this game because if we don't, Kevin gonna come next show smirky as hell, talking crazy shit, and he loves it. I don't love it. I don't like he's admitting defeat, and he's still got a smirk on his face. So imagine if the Dolphins come out and whoop us. I
don't understand what's this smirking. I always thought I'm like a stone face. Like I just don't.
No. You have a smirk face.
Okay.
That's that. Look at this guy. You're a clown. I think that people are not giving your team enough credit. Colin Cowherd is. I think your coaching is the key, buddy. Flores. I don't know what that man's doing. I said it last year, man. That boy has you guys playing like you play for him. I don't get it, man. Shout out to my guy Ryan Frigilio says Dolphins suck 31-10 fish. And here's the thing, I
said 34-10. So I think
we can't even roast him because he's already roasting himself. You know when someone says you can't diss me because I'm dissing myself. You're like, come on, man. You're like that guy that someone says you're a mama. You're like, my mom died last year. You're like,
my mom did
that. You feel me? Like ain't nobody trying to hear that. We want to roast you and we want you to feel bad, and you don't.
It's like remember the second year with McDermott, you guys went 6-10.
Yep.
The year before you were in the playoffs. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You took a step back, but you needed to get better and to end up where you are. I'm hoping that Miami is in that kind of phase that we got rid of everyone last year. Keep in mind, like we lost to the Patriots. What was it? 21-11.
Yeah.
Last year, week one,
you guys kept it close.
We lost 59-7 or something.
To who?
Like
to who?
The Baltimore Ravens. Right?
Who was the quarterback for that team?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, that's right.
So, you know what I mean? If you look at it 1 year later, obviously there's been some strides. There's been some improvement. I'm hoping that, but there's no chance where.
He said, Kevin, just cry for our sake. Just cry.
I have no expectations this year. I'm just hoping to see some improvement. I hope the young guys start to show some improvement. I hope the young guys start to gel. I personally think they're a 5-11, 6-10 season because the schedule that we have seemingly is a lot harder this year. So if they go 6-10, it's one game better than last year against a much harder schedule. I would rather just see like I want to see the blowouts go down. Like you guys blew us out the second game. Like the first
the blows will go down.
Terrible, So like I'm just hoping for strides and improvement. I'm hoping that we're in the same phase that you guys were a couple of years ago when you took a step back and went 6-10, but got things right moving forward. So,
question for you. We're gonna keep on the Dolphins for now, and then we'll switch over to the Bills. So looking at you guys defensively, Elandon Roberts is out. I don't know how big of a piece he is for you guys. Yeah, he's out. And I think he's a nice player. So he's gone. He's out. Let me shoot. I didn't know that. His face. So Elandon Roberts is out for sure. Clayton Fetch. Who the hell is Clayton?
Fedulum. He's just a special team.
He's a special team guy. Okay, so it doesn't really matter for who he is. But the point is, Elandon Roberts, I know, and I think he's a solid linebacker. He's gone. So I look at your defense. I have issues with two departments. Mm-hmm. Well, one department for sure is your corners. Your corners are solid. There's no question. It's going to be very much the game is going to be played inside. And if Josh Allen is bold enough, because we have a number one receiver that will challenge your number one corner, it's going to be a battle on the outside, on the boundary. Now, when I look at the defensive front, you weren't too thrilled about this pick,
Oh,
but you know exactly what I'm going to say. What is it, Wilkins?
you mean Ray? Oh,
I'm talking about your defense, the Clemson lineman.
Oh, yeah, Wilkins. Yeah,
Wilkins.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Raekwon Davis.
I'm not talking about Raekwon Davis. I was not going to hit that yet. I didn't want to open up a wound. I remember what you went through, but Wilkins, because the way the Jets played us defensively, and they were stout in the run, they're going to try to do the same thing. And Wilkins, they asked.
He was the best player on Miami last week.
Okay, so here's my thing. I'm not thrilled about who we have at right guard. I prefer forward at right tackle, but Darrell Williams held his own on the outside against the Jets. So when you have a Wilkins that's going to be disruptive as heck, we need to come with it. And I'm not sure how we're going to deal with it because my 3 interior linemen, and people always say, Rico, what are you talking about? I have my reservations with Morse when it comes to the run game. I think he gets pushed off his block, not often, but enough where it's like, you notice it. And you have Mr. Irrelevant that's on the other side, which is Quentin Spain. He holds his own, but forward is the one that I need to see more of. And he was wishy-washy last game. So Wilkins on the line. You guys, who's on the outside for you guys?
What do you want? Like,
I want from the interior to out because you guys are doing 3-4, or is it?
Yeah, but it's like he's saying the Bills do a 4-3. You don't really. You do a 4-2-5. But so it's similar for Miami. Miami's in usually multiple defensive back packages. But if you want to just for simplicity's sake make it a 3-4, you would say that you've got. How would they do it? They probably have Wilkins at defensive end.
Yep.
Godchow would play in tackle. Emmanuel Ogba would play the other end. Outside, you would have Kyle Van Noy and Shaq Lawson, and inside it was a Landon Roberts.
Yeah.
And
so who replaces Roberts now?
Camus Grazier-Hill, the guy linebacker they picked up from Philly.
Where's Raekwon?
He's in Oakland. They traded him.
They didn't keep him.
Yeah, it's really good now that Landon Roberts is hurt.
Yeah.
So basically what happens is Landon Roberts beat him out in camp for
and they
shipped him out linebacker because most of the time we're going to go, and Jerome Baker. So Jerome Baker's is the other linebacker. So normally they're going to go in the nickel. So you're going to see a lot of Van Noy and Baker, right? And then Shaq Lawson, they move him from either outside linebacker in a 3-4 to a defensive end in a 4-3 kind of thing.
Yep.
So your nickel is usually Ogba and Lawson. You've got Wilkins and Godchow at DT, and then you'd have 2 linebackers, which is going to be Baker and Van Noy. If they do go to 3 linebackers, they'll bring in Grazier-Hill, who's really fast. He's like a coverage guy. He's really good at coverage, but he's not good against the run. And then you got Howard and Jones outside. Their first-round pick, Noah Igbenogany, is playing the nickel.
Oh, that's I remember we had a hard time saying that man's name. Igben what?
Igbenogany.
Golly, okay.
And
all right.
And what's his name? Eric Rose playing strong safety.
Okay.
He basically covers the tight ends. And Bobby McCain, who's a converted corner, is playing free safety.
So will we be able to run on your defense? And this is what I want to get to because we didn't do any of that last week. We had 30 yards for my guy, Devin Singletary. We had another 11 yards.
But I don't think that was a lack of ability. I think that was just a good game plan.
For sure.
Because you looked at the Jets, and what do the Jets do? They stop the run. What can't they do? They have no one that can cover on that team. Their best defensive player got traded to Seattle, and they have no pass rush whatsoever other than the interior. So it was a really smart play. You guys came out in a lot of 4 wideout sets. You tried to spread them out. You made them put extra DBs on the field when they don't have any good DBs.
Right.
So it's a good game plan.
So hold on a second. I got to give a shout out to my girl Jess because Jess, I see your comment and I'm trying to go back to it and I can't find. I'm trying to scroll up. So I apologize, my girl. Usually I see Jess and I give her a big shout out. So shout out to my girl Jess. I see you, girl, but I'm trying to find your comment, girl, and I can't find it. Everybody's typing away. So I see you, Jess. Sorry to cut you off, my man, because they're saying I'm sleeping at the wheel.
There's a real good one if you go down. I don't know what it was. No, the other way, buddy.
That's all the way down.
There was someone had like a big paragraph. I think he was yelling at me. I always like the ones where they yell at me.
I mean, they like yelling at you because they like to get a rise out of you. So now defensively, you think that we will be able to run the ball against you. It's not about ability. It's just that the game plan was set up for that. When it comes down to Singletary or Moss, who are you more fearful of?
Singletary.
Why?
I think that Miami's kind of set up. They should. Well, I don't know. Roberts is injury hurt. Theoretically, they should be set up pretty well to stop like a power guy.
Wow, did you hear that? Jess is usually very mild. She's always respectful.
I think she yelled at me last time.
She yelled at you?
Yeah.
So Jess, I see you.
Yes, she definitely yelled at me last time.
So he does remember. So he remembers you. He loves when everybody just gives it to him, but Jess, he remembers. Look at this guy.
Huh? She was real mad at me because I called her I forget, like lady or something like that, and she started yelling.
Don't you call me lady? I get it. But she said she's gonna have tears with her brunch.
Well, I don't know. Like I'm not going to cry. I already expect them to lose. I just said it was 34-10. I'm not surprised.
I hate that you do that. By the way, can you do me a favor? I need you to just hit that bell real quick for me. Wow, that was super weak. But bing, biggity, bing. We got our guy, Manny Dial. It seems as though Manny Dial has joined the Bing squad or he's upgraded in the Bing squad. But either way, Manny, bing, biggity, bing. Welcome to the Bing squad. You guys know how we do. So, my man, let me switch it to the offensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. All right. Our defense, we primarily play zone. We're a very zone
cover 3.
A lot of cover 3. And when I look at Devontae Parker potentially being out, and I know the quarterback that Fitzpatrick can be, if we play zone, Fitzy is one of those guys that can move around the pocket and he's smart enough and he's got anticipatory IQ that he can find spaces and spots and he can hit his whatever receiver you guys got. But we are strong in the zone. So I feel like we should just go man to man, lock your guys up, and force him like the Patriots forced him because they play a lot of man and force his hand and interceptions will come. How many interceptions does he throw until they put in Tua?
I don't think they're going to put Tua in.
You don't think they're going to put Tua? If he's stinking up the joint.
Don't think they will.
Why?
Because the next game Miami plays is Thursday night game against Jacksonville, so it's a real short week.
Okay,
it's not a good time to put him in. So what I think, if Fitz stinks, I think what they'll do is they'll let him ride it out. They'll ride it out against Jacksonville, and if he stinks against Jacksonville, then they have 10 days to get Tua prepared for whoever I forget who they play next. But you know what I mean. They have 10 days until the next game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Seattle. So Seattle doesn't have a fearsome.
That's a tough schedule, man. Holy
Seattle doesn't have a fearsome pass rush. Like they're a good team.
Well, they lost Jefferson and we got him now. So watch out.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly. So so I think that's what they do. If they put in Tua early, I think that's the path.
So my man Daniel Guerard says Fitz usually plays pretty well versus Buffalo, but Josh plays better against Miami. That's facts. Yeah. I read something like Josh Allen is a quarter. You know how like freaking Tom Brady owned the damn Bills. It's just everybody knows it. They're pretty much saying that Allen owns the Dolphins as of late because of the amount of touchdowns he's thrown against you guys. I think it's something like 31 touchdowns total that he's thrown against you guys and rushed for. Something ridiculous.
He's only played 4 games.
What?
He's not just getting 10 a day.
If I apologize, it just feels that way that he just rips you guys apart. But I read something where he owns you guys. I think it's fantasy. I think it was, it's fantasy. It was fantasy.
30 touchdowns.
Sorry, 31 points in fantasy is what I want to say. But it feels like he throws for 31 touchdowns against you guys all the time. It just feels that way. He's always living. You know how you said your boy that's always living in our backfield? He retired. Cameron Wake?
Yeah.
Cameron Wake's always living in the backfield. It felt like Miami has property. And Josh Allen he's living in a couple properties.
Mills every time.
Jordan Mills. Jordan Mills. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Gesicki. Knox isn't in his.
Gesicki better than Knox?
Absolutely.
I like Gesicki. He's a good player.
The stats aren't even close. Gesicki was way better last year. Gesicki's like, is Knox a decent blocker? Because Gesicki is a poor blocker, so that might even.
Knox is a decent blocker. He was always known to be like at least an average to a little above average in blocking.
That helps, but there's zero chance. It's not, No, I mean Dawson Knox catching game winners against the Patriots to lose.
I see that. My man Scott Blakely says 100% Rico, man-to-man is the way to go. I think so too, man. Although we are a strong team schematically in playing zone, and we can change things up, and we disguise things, and we bring it into the box, and we take it out of the box. I think we go mano y mano, especially with Parker being out, whether he's in or out.
But so in just out of curiosity, in this scenario, which linebacker is going man-on-man with Gesicki?
It might not be a linebacker. We might just bring Poirier down, or we might say Teron Johnson takes that, or Saron Neal.
Teron Johnson? I like Teron Johnson, but he's going to get beat up because Gesicki.
He's a big boy. Yeah, Gesicki's big.
He's got a 40-inch vertical leap because he's a volleyball.
He can play, man. I like Gesicki.
4.51.
I'm not. Listen, I am mad.
In the 4.5.
Gesicki can play, but I'll probably put Saron Neal, a little bigger body.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. You should put. I
don't want to bracket him though. I don't feel he's that nice for us to bracket him. And have something over top of him. I don't think he's that nice. Ryan says, just like we owned Tannehill when he was a Dolphin.
I'd be curious to see what Ryan Tannehill's record was against the Bears. I actually would, because I want to see what owned means. Because
can y'all look it up for us?
I'm pretty sure it's like 500.
Yeah. Can y'all look it up for us? Let's see what Tannehill's record versus the Bills is.
Because I know in 2000, his last season, like in 2016, we swept him. That was the J.J. year. And then, so I don't know. I know that you had the 1 year when you had, what's his name?
Ray McCall. Who brought Ray McCall? They said put Hyde on Gesicki.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Hyde on Gesicki. But we'll see. We'll see how the game plan plays. So let's switch it over to the offensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. Joshua Allen, 300 yards last week, 3 total touchdowns, 1 rushing, 2 passing touchdowns. Your thoughts?
Is he 2-6?
Who said 2-6? Oh, Tannehill's 2-6. 2-6 versus Bills. How do you feel about that?
First off, let us make sure that we give homage to the group, one of the best avatars I've seen so far. This is fantastic.
Yes, the brothers,
the step
brothers. That's actually been going on a long. That's a good one. That's a great one.
I gotta get my Bills jersey soon.
So Chris Spencer, what's going on, my G? So talk to us, man. 300 yards, 312 yards to be exact. He's 71% completion percentage, which is a career. It's a career high for him.
It's amazing because for 2 years, I heard, who cares about passing stats? Because he never put up 300. Well, who cares as long as he wins?
But here's the thing.
Who cares about completion percentage? That doesn't show us. And then he gets a good game with completion percentage in 300. And all I've seen all week is the Bills Mafia like 300 yards. You told me for 2 years it didn't matter.
Whoa. First of all, stop. Don't make things up, Kevin. No Bills fan ever said it's not important. We've been wanting him.
Absolutely. Every single time. I will go through our chats in Twitter. I will go through our group chat in Facebook. And it's all like, oh, who cares? Like, and then they always give you the stat. Like, people who throw for 300 yards.
I will say this. Bills fans have been wanting. We've been wanting a 300-yard passing performance by Josh Allen. He's just never been able to give it to us.
I know it.
But people say we just want wins. Some say that.
All I got was excuses for 2 years.
I don't know what bottom feeder Bills fans are you talking to?
What are you talking about? They're called the Bills Fanatics Twitter chat group.
You're a nutcase.
It's the Bills family. I got Anthony was telling me like, oh, I don't care. I got the whole crew of you. We're all telling me it didn't matter. I'm just kind of giving you. It was a good performance. I'm just razzing you a bit. But for 2 years, when I was like, well, Josh Allen, like he's one of the bottom in passing yards. Passing yards don't count. Kirk Cousins. And then it was like, well, he can't. He's got one of the worst completion percentages in the last 20 years. Completion percentage doesn't count. That's a bullshit metric.
Wow.
And then today, it's like 71%, 312 yards to be exact. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, listen, we gotta give the flowers to the guy that needs his flowers because that's his first 300-yard game, and it wasn't like a fluky 300 yards. That was a solid 300 with
it's a good game.
I wouldn't say pinpoint accuracy. I was going to say pinpoint accuracy. He had some gashes in that game, but 2 misses for sure. He missed. John Brown is the main one, like we all know about that John Brown one.
Knox was worse.
The Knox one. Dude, even Diggs was like, dude, right there. He is right there, and he missed him. And then he had Cole Beasley.
Got it. Yes, Pierre. Yeah, total yards.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that argument. First of all, I don't like the total yards business. Like, where's total yards for Kevin? But anyways, and he missed Cole Beasley down the sideline, streaking down the sideline. Dude, all he had to do was raise that ball. Dude's in the end zone. Honestly, I'm not even kidding you. He could have at least had 4 touchdown passes.
He's got to cut down on the fumbles.
Oh,
but whatever. Like he had a really good game. It was a great game plan. It was really smart. It took too long for agreed. Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah,
Indubitably.
They need to do something better. Like it's so bad. Like at least at one point, I like when they called the stadium Land Shark. because at least it was after a beer. It was kind of cool.
So my man Brian Bauer says this question is for Kevin Rico. Kev, will Josh Allen throw for 4,000 yards this season?
I don't think so, because I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's the game plan. Like,
my man Scott, I see you, bro.
yeah, like I'm not saying he can't or anything.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, to me, when the Bills are at their most dangerous, it's when your running game's going and he's running the ball and it's a dual threat. It's when you keep the whole playbook alive. In my mind, if he's throwing for a lot, then maybe the outcomes aren't going the way you want it to. I don't know, like against the Jets, who are very run defense heavy and nothing outside, it's a great game plan. But you're playing against Miami. They just gave up like 200 yards last game. Why try and throw the ball around like that? Like, why not just kill them up the middle? Like you, and it's a good game to get Singletary and Moss involved, because you didn't use them as much, right?
So will we use the same game plan the Patriots used against you guys with running? Because I mean, you're going, and I feel sorry for the Patriots because our old guy Shaq Lawson was like, Josh Allen is a better athlete than Cam Newton right now. Yeah, so and Cam Newton gave you guys fits last week. Yeah. So is Josh Allen going to give you guys the same problems?
Yeah, it's always, I'm not worried about him throwing outside. Like, I don't worry about when you guys line up in a, just in an obvious passing situation. What worries me is when Singletary gets 6 yards on first down.
Yep.
And then it's second down and you guys go 3 wide and Allen looks around, doesn't see anyone, and he takes off. Mm-hmm. If he does that at the beginning of the game, what'll inevitably happen is the Dolphins are going to creep up because they're worried about him running, and that's when he goes over the top.
Would you agree with this comment by Pierre Kingpin? It says Allen showed impeccable processing accuracy off of a few plays.
Pierre, I'm gonna have to rewatch the game. I only watched it like on the broadcast.
It's hard to talk to a guy like Kevin, like Pierre, because Pierre is a Josh Allen fanboy. Hard. Oh my God. Hard. A little too much.
Yeah.
Too much for my liking.
And he's getting like a little hate for Kyler Murray, so I like to keep bringing Kyler Murray.
Keep bringing Kyler Murray up.
But yeah. But I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying I like to. Oh. The Rock.
I like to. That's my guy, Corey Buffalo.
I just didn't see any all 22. I didn't watch like enough. I just kind of like watched it like as a fan, just on the broadcast view. But he was playing well. He had a good game. His most impressive to me throws were some of those in-breaking routes where he was able to get fitted between the safety and the corner. Like, those were some really good throws. Normally, last year he was throwing those behind. Last year when he was completing passes, I was rough on him because even when he completed them, they were inaccurate to the point where the receiver has to stop. I saw so many plays last year where he'd catch the ball and he'd stop. But this year he was leading the receivers and they were able to run, and it looks like he's definitely improved. I mean, it's one game, but it
is one game. From a Bills perspective, because it's hard for you. I think you're a closet Bills fan. You don't want to admit it, but it's fine. But for guys that have been watching him from his rookie year, where it was just raw, horrendous. Right? Yeah, just raw as can be, into his second year where he took a very, I want to say leap, but he took a very good jump, like a good jump, 2-foot jump. And this year, thus far, he looks like a very different quarterback, the quarterback that we expected to get from him. You know what I'm saying? As a first round draft pick, but we knew he was going to be raw. But I think he's progressed well, and it's a prideful moment, because we're seeing a quarterback. At least now we have a quarterback that can throw it deep if he needs to. He's now working on his touch. If you see his touch game now, his touch game is magnificent. He threw a nice touch ball to Diggs. Diggs got knocked the hell out. But
Henry wants to know how many pounds of gel. I don't have any gel in my hair. It's just what do you call it? Like a wax or whatever. It's just really short. Just so you know.
You're talking. Henry asked you about your hair.
He wanted to know how many pounds of gel I had in my hair.
My girl Jess says Epinesa seems a little to me. I said at the draft. Hold on a second. Epinesa seems little. That boy's a big boy.
Yeah, he's like
275, man. He's 275. Like what, 6'4", 6'5"?
He's a big lad.
He's a big lad.
He's
for
like
sure.
A hybrid end. He's like a 3-4 end or like a hybrid end tackle.
They said join the family, man. Stop playing games. Stop playing. Let me go back to Chris Jenke. Chris Jenke must have said something that I needed to go back to.
No, it's underneath. Go down.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, right there. It's
there it is. Kevin is one of the rare non-delusional football fans, unlike the entire Jets fan base. I would agree with that.
I always wonder, poor poor Sam Darnold. Like, I hate the Jets. Like, I really
Me too.
hate the Jets.
Who are the 3 teams you hate the most?
Jets, Patriots, Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the same 3 that I hate. I can't say. What about NBA team? Who's the one NBA team you just don't like?
I used to be growing up. It was Utah because I hated when
Utah.
it's Stockton and Malone. But
yeah.
And then it was San Antonio. I hated San Antonio.
I was never a fan of Utah. Was just like Stockton and Hornacek.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that basketball.
Oh, and then
pull your damn shorts down for crying out loud.
I hated San Antonio, and then I really hated Portland. Remember when we was?
Portland.
Oh, I hated that.
Sorry, we had to get into our basketball bag. I apologize. So, we went to Epinesa. I don't know how we got to Epinesa, and then we got into that.
Someone had asked if Epinesa could fill in at linebacker. The answer is no.
He's not that guy.
Yeah, he's I liked him. I really liked him. I wanted Miami to draft him, but
yeah, you know what? Let me ask you guys. I need to know, who are the 3 teams in the NFL that you dislike the most? I'm with Kevin. It's the Jets, it's the Patriots, it's the Cowboys. I don't mind the Dolphins. I don't hate the Dolphins. And I think Dolphins fans feel the same way about the Bills.
Yeah, like we hated the Jets because I hated Rex Ryan.
I just don't like
hated
the Jets.
That whole team.
Yeah, I'm with
Rex
you.
Ryan era with them, and he's just such an a-hole.
Yeah,
I was so happy when you guys signed him because I knew he was garbage. And then I hate the Patriots just because they always win. And then I just hate the Cowboys.
Trevor says he's 49ers, Jets, and Pats. Oh, okay. Nate Wilson. What did Jess say? Jess says Jets, Dolphins, Cowboys. Man, it's a thing, man.
No one likes the Cowboys.
What? Trevor D says Patriots, Cowboys, Browns. Who the hell hates the Browns? Davion Price says Cowboys, Pats, and Chiefs.
Oh, really?
What's those on? Patriots, Cowboys, Browns. That's just Trevor D. What do we got? Zach Allen says Jets, Patriots, Cowboys. Yo, that's like Cowboys, that's the. Oh, somebody doesn't like Miami. Oh, do I know Garby's Pats, Cowboys, Miami?
Well, at least they're in the same division.
Absolutely,
like I get it. But like a lot of Cowboys,
man, Cowboys,
America's team,
can't stand them.
And then every week, there's like, let's get some unbiased commentary by putting their former quarterback doing every game they do.
Absolutely,
so that Troy Aikman can tell us the breakdown of every play from Dallas's perspective. You know what I mean? Oh,
I get it. Yo, this is for the Twitter. I'm gonna actually put this for Twitter. So for Twitter folks, Facebook folks, all you guys are out there. Name the 3 teams in the NFL that you dislike the most. Kevin and I share the same sentiments. It's the Cowboys, it's the Patriots, and it's the Jets. Those 3 teams,
so now that it's Adam Gase,
even worse. I can't stand ya. I can't stand those 3. So y'all, let me know who are your 3 worst and the teams you hate the most in the NFL. Let's hear it.
I often wonder.
Let's go.
If Cleveland had it taken Darnold,
would that have been better?
In my opinion, Darnold would be better than Mayfield is right now. And Darnold has no chance. Like, he looks horrible. But I just feel like their offense is so bad. It's all like little screen passes to Jamison Crowder. He did the same thing when he was in Miami. He made why is the owner and I don't know. I don't understand how
it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So here's the deal. We are an hour into the show, and I feel like we haven't talked about much, but we have talked a lot, and you guys are having a decent time, I hope. If you guys are appreciating the content that myself and my guy Kevin are giving you, smash that like real quick, and give us a follow, and do me a favor and share this, right? If you guys have not joined the BF Text Club, stop playing, man. Jump on the BF Text Club. It's quick, it's easy. All the links are in our description below. If you're not following us on Instagram, y'all need to follow us on Instagram. Get on the Twitter, right? Buffalo Fanatics on the Twitter. You guys are looking for the merch. I gotta drop this so you guys can see the merch. I see what Kevin's checking his phone while y'all need to get on these, man. And when you do get this, hit me up. Let me know. Say done. I got it, right? We are doing the Flick Chat. Chat with BF on the Flick Chat. Hit us up because we are in the chat while the game is going on. It's lit. It's nice. You guys get to use the emojis. All that good stuff is fun as heck. Follow myself, Real Rico _BF. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do it big, man. So, Kevin, when it comes to 16-year-old Elijah, you are just kidding. So, when it comes to the... You wouldn't know that. That was Maury. That was a little bit of a Maury. Maury always did that, right? When it comes to 16-year-old Kevin Guerard, you are a Dolphins fan. I feel sorry for you. But it's gonna be bad for a while for you. I apologize because you are watching a star in the making in Josh Allen. Would you agree with that? Star in the making.
I need to see more.
You need to see more.
If he plays like he played last week, then yes.
Over under.
What?
Tua starts 3 games.
Over.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have to have a losing record for them to put Tua in?
Yeah.
Where you're mathematically you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much. I think what they'll do is they'll ride Fitz unless it gets like horrendous.
Yeah.
They'll ride him until they're out of the playoffs, and then they'll put Tua in. I'm fine with that.
Davion, peace.
Oh, is he leaving?
Yeah, Davion's out.
Oh, okay. What's he mad at?
He's not mad. He's out.
Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, no, if I would just wait as long as I can because I would love for the offensive line. There's 2 rookies on it. Like I said, it's all these new guys. Give them as many games as they have.
Yep.
Nice. Give them as many games as they can before to gel or to get better before they put Tua in.
I respect it. Is he going to be like I saw him with Alabama, lefty, good player. Are they gassing him? I feel like they're gassing him too much. And like which
is the all-time leader in quarterback rating in college football history? Is it because
get your rocks off, boy? Go ahead.
Is it because before he showed up, Alabama was 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and they changed their entire Nick Saban changed his entire philosophy of his team just for one guy?
Hasn't Alabama been a powerhouse for so long?
They never threw the ball.
It doesn't matter. You're making it seem like Tua changed the whole history of Alabama. Alabama's been a powerhouse. No, you better stop that nonsense.
No. What I'm saying is they changed their entire offensive philosophy. They went from a defensive running team to a wide open pass happy team.
Wasn't McCarron? I mean, I don't remember McCarron being great at all, but wasn't McCarron a decent quarterback over there?
No, we're talking like he's throwing like 20 touchdowns a game, whereas like Tua's throwing for like 40.
So
in 12 games.
Is the and the reason I brought up, are we gassing Tua?
I can't stand this. He had every weapon at his disposal.
Where am I looking at?
There. Well, you had all the receivers. Every good quarterback in college, the best have.
I mean, dude, though he had what? Ruggs, Henry Ruggs. He had Jerry Jersey, right?
Yes,
he had freaking Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm. No.
Come on, did Josh? Yeah, he had Josh Jacobs. Come on, man, how could you not have success with that?
Oh, okay. So is Burrows any good?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because Burrows had the best wide receiver in college football last year, and the next
who did he have? Who was Burrows throwing to last year?
Jamar Chase. He's going to be wideout number 1. He's the consensus number 1 offensive player, like other than Penny Sewell, the offensive tackle.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson got drafted in the first round.
Correct. I know.
He's the second receiver.
Mm-hmm.
The running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, went drafted in the first round. He was the first running back taken in the whole draft. They had Damian Lewis, who got drafted in the NFL. They had the tackle got drafted. I can't remember his name. Jermaine Newberry got drafted.
Why are you getting angry?
Starting. I'm just getting passionate. So you can't tell me like, oh, well, Tua had great players. Yeah, of course he did. Everyone's hyping up Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has a slew of number 1 picks around him. I'm not saying Lawrence doesn't deserve it,
right?
But like Etienne's going first round. T. Higgins went the 33rd pick, so the very first pick of the second round. You had I can't remember his name, Scott or poor bastard that has a spine injury, but he was fantastic last year for him and would have been a high first round pick. Yeah, he wants you to do your
Jerry Jersey. That's how you guys should be saying his name. Y'all are disrespecting my Haitian sensation. It's not Jerry Jersey. It's Jerry Jersey. Get it right, folks.
Thursday.
Jerry Thursday. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, so they found it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like, and the reason I brought this up was because I feel like the pressure there's gonna be a lot of pressure on Tua. And I hope Flores is smart enough to kind of hold them back.
There was a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. There's a lot of pressure on every first round.
No, but Josh Allen, we knew he was a project, right? So, and the name of the game was to let him sit for a little bit, as much as we can, until we can put him in. And obviously that didn't last very long because of Nate Peterman. So, boom, we got Nate Peterman in that bitch. Let's go.
Okay, what's this guy saying? He's saying Allen, Rosen, and Jackson had no first round help.
Hold on, before you get to that, hold on a sec. We got to give a shout out to my guy James FX90. Bing, biggity, bing. We just making new members and we creating and getting new members. Shout out to my guy, James FX90. Welcome to the Bing Squad member and family. Listen, man, now, guess what? You get to be part of the crew that gets your comments read right before everybody else. So shout out to my guy, James FX90. Go ahead. Who was the one that gave you the...
Allen played in Division 2, or basically, you know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
Like, so, but yeah, of course. But that's like saying if you put like Joe Burrow in Division 2, he's probably going to do pretty well.
Well, hold on, but he didn't have the pressure. He's not. Josh Allen. He was known to be
talking about college.
For sure. But now I'm talking about Tua right now. Yeah. If like I feel like there's so much hype on Tua that like if for instance they make the decision to like put him in, holy crap, man! Like will he be able to handle pressure?
Well, like
NFL pressure.
Some guy put in the comments, and I agree.
Right.
It literally you're covering it up. The one you're covering up. No. Playing QB at Alabama is the most pressure in football. Period. I guess.
Is it though?
Well, maybe that's. I feel like he's an Alabama fan, but
it might be.
If you're the quarterback for Alabama, or you're the quarterback for LSU, or you're the quarterback for Clemson, if you lose a game, season's over. Because you're only playing for, you know what I mean? You're playing for the national championship.
Hold on a second. I got to say this. Shout out to my guy, Trev Dev. Nathan Peterman is the best quarterback in the game, hands down. Salute to you. Nate Peterman is the number 2 quarterback in in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. And wait till Derek Carr, doesn't matter. Whatever car there is over there. Yeah. Wait till he starts poo-pooing the bed. Nate Peterman time! Let's go. My bad. I had to get Nate Peterman. Yo, listen, it's a running joke, folks. Anytime that I have a chance to say organically Nate Peterman is happening. So, yeah, he's definitely a Roll Tide. That's why he said that.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Yo, they said, Kev, you loving? No, are you loving Saban?
I don't like Nick Saban. He's a prick."
But even what's his face had a lot of success. I don't want to say a lot of success. He had success. The one that got drafted by Philly, Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurts. He had some success with.
He didn't put up any numbers with Alabama. When he was at Alabama, they were a run-first team. He got hurt. They put Tua in. Tua won the national championship.
Yeah, throw for sure.
And then they switched their offense around. Then Hurts went to Oklahoma, and then he was throwing the ball around the yard. But when he was at Alabama, they weren't. They were still a run-heavy team.
Is the AFC East going to be a fun division to watch for the next few years?
What do you mean? Like this year,
like you got Tua. Tua's obviously going to take over Miami, and you got Josh for the Bills.
Well, we haven't even seen Tua play. I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
you got some reservations.
Well, until you see someone play, you don't. You know what I mean. You can't. Yeah. I'm not pounding the table for a guy I've never watched play an NFL game. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
he's got like elite accuracy and ball placement. But until you're out there, until you just show us what you got, who knows, right? So.
Does Stephon Diggs go over 75 yards receiving in this week's game versus Dolphins?
Maybe. I don't know. He struggles historically against Byron Jones, but
Stephon Diggs does.
Yeah.
I got to look that up. I
got it right here in case you asked.
This guy's a Yahoo. You're a clown. Go ahead, boy. Get your rocks off. I got it right here just in case you asked.
Byron Jones played Stephon Diggs.
Yo, Bobby, I sense some reservations as well, man. I sense a little bit.
Well, who's gonna I would be a fan if I said as a fan, I'm hoping that Tua is the answer. But how can I tell you he's great? I've never seen him play. I'm hoping he's going to be great. What you do. I'm honest.
No, I love your honesty, but you purposely don't want to get yourself overhyped because you don't want to get too disappointed. And you don't let yourself get there.
And I've said it on this show that you guys are so hyped about Josh Allen that if Josh Allen has the same statistical season as Ryan Tannehill did for the Dolphins, you guys are going to tell me he's the MVP of the league. Ryan Tannehill had a year where he had 4,400 yards, 27 touchdowns.
Were they winning?
13 picks. Yeah, they were like 8-8 or something.
Okay, so that's not winning for me. I'm talking about
no. It doesn't matter. If he rolls out this, I don't care if he had done it last year and you guys were 8-8, you guys would have been telling me he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Thank you, man. He never commits to anything. Fuck, you're right. Well, commit to it, damn it.
How can I commit? I've never seen him play.
No, I've never seen him play. You didn't see him play in college?
Yeah, but
it's not good enough?
No, it's not good enough. If I watched Josh Allen play in college, I told you he was going to be garbage.
Who's your beat? Omar Kelly didn't tell you anything?
Omar Kelly's always negative.
I thought Omar Kelly was the one giving you guys the goods, man.
Yeah.
Telling you guys what's really good. Yo, New Mexico, Kevin doesn't. He's like that. You're kind of like me, which I hate somewhat, but I'll tell you what I mean by that. Kevin, son, we're going to Disney World. Yay! All the kids are yay. Kevin's like, I'll wait till I'm there, and then I'll get excited. We made it, Kevin. We're here at Disney World. I'll wait till I'm on the ride.
I'm not that hard.
I'll wait till I'm on the ride. Kevin gets on the ride. Kevin, we're going on the ride. We're there. I'll wait till I'm going around. Everybody's like, yeah. Kevin's holding on to it. I'm not having fun yet.
Not yet. I just, is he going to be the answer? Well, I haven't seen him play, but absolutely, come on.
I'm just saying. By the way, for those that are watching right now, there's 168 of y'all. Smash that like for your boy. Smash that like for Kevin. Get him excited. We need to get this guy excited. Like, get excited for your team.
I'm getting a beat down this week. I'm not excited for it. Like, if we were playing the Giants or something, I'd be like, oh, we could win.
Michael Knapp says we have a Canadian accent. Who has a Canadian accent?
Is it? It's me.
Some people say I have a Canadian, with certain words that I say I have a Canadian accent, but I mean, I think we all at some point give up a Canadian accent. So hear me out. I want to hear these stats that you have, by the way. With Stephon Diggs and Byron Jones.
Yeah, last game Byron Jones played against Stephon Diggs. Diggs had 1 catch for 11 yards, and last game he played against John Brown. He had 1 catch for 6 yards.
So Byron Jones is the real deal.
He's never getting an interception. He's just like
good cover guy.
What was it?
Sorry, Kev, you're wrong. Most of us are hopeful. Just there's always a minority who are always too hyperbolic.
Steven. Well, Steven, I shouldn't say for the whole majority of you. I'm in what's referred to as a Homer's chat, which is
there's no way you can put me in that damn Homer's. I'm not.
You're in the chat though.
I'm there, but I don't Homer.
Some of these lads, man, they're great guys, but some of these lads are like telling me like battery's dying.
Yeah, you keep talking.
They're telling me like he's our top 5 quarterback. And I was like, whoa. I actually went on a podcast for this one guy where I was saying that, and it was really nice. I was talking about how Josh Allen's like incredibly talented. He's got all the physical gifts. He's got like everything going on. You know what I mean? Like, he's got all the potential in the world. And I was like, but he's not there yet, and then I said a few things. And like 2 dudes like did separate podcasts. They tagged me at like 1 a.m., just so you know, I'm shitting on you tomorrow. And they like put out these things like yelling at me. And I thought it was really nice and complimentary. But I'm telling you, some of these guys, man, they're telling me absolutely, he's top 5 right now. And this is before the Jets game. And I was like, well, like he can get there. I didn't, I'm getting more sold on him as we go. But come on now,
So Byron Jones is the guy. He's the man. So what you're telling me is going to be under 75 yards?
Well, it depends. Is he going to be on him or is he going to be on because Howard might still be on a pitch count, right? So
are they still have on a pitch count?
If Diggs is being covered by our first round pick, you don't want to put a rookie on Diggs. He's going to abuse him. He's going to go for 121. But the other thing too that the beauty about your offense, the reason you assembled so many good guys,
right,
is that I don't know, like you don't maybe right in these type of games when you should win easily. Does Diggs need more than 75? I mean, you give him 70, you give Brown 70. I think Cole Beasley's going to have a big game.
That's a good question. Like, how many targets did he have?
Well, does it matter?
Well, to Pierre, it does.
So he played the whole game, and that's what they caught. So why aren't you targeting him? If you're a
Homer chat Rico,
right. If you're a number 1 wideout, which we know it was Thielen, but you know what I mean? Like if you're a number 1 wideout, does it matter? Like if he, you know what I mean? Michael Thomas, he held him 2 for 21 last year.
Who's throwing the ball to was this last year? This is last year of the year? Okay, so it was Kirk.
Yeah, it was the last 2 years, so it would have been Kirk either way.
All right. Well,
but regardless, it doesn't matter, right? So you just because you have
who's going to go off for the Bills?
I think personally, Allen's going to kill us running because Miami hasn't been able to stop a running quarterback in 30 years.
Okay.
I think Beasley because he's going to be matched up against a rookie. And
who's the rook?
Noah Igbahogany.
Igbahogany. I got it now.
So
Igbahogany.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I guess what I'm saying is I get what you're saying about targets, but if you were open, he probably would have thrown you the ball.
I mean, maybe he was under duress.
It's not like he's a third receiver, you know what I mean? But maybe, who knows? No, you guys slaughtered Dallas that game. Or sorry,
we did slaughter Dallas. That's right. You're right. You didn't stutter. We did slaughter Dallas.
Yeah.
How is the Dolphins O-line now? How do you feel about him? He spoke on it earlier. He says that
it went
five new guys.
It went from trash to below average. So we're trending up.
We're trending up. Okay. I respect it.
Last game they didn't get any real movement in the run game at all. But Fitz only got hit twice. Like there was only 2 pressures all game. But the Pats don't have the guys that you guys have, right? Mario Addison, was a huge get for you guys. I think he's really good. The Pats don't have the edge rushers, but they were noticeably better last year, but that's not hard because last year was the worst offensive line I've ever seen in football.
I need to know how Shaq Lawson is doing for the Miami Dolphins.
It's one game. He didn't do great. But the whole, so
talk to me.
If I don't want to roll,
Kyle Van Noy, I like Van Noy. How did Van Noy do?
Van Noy was on a pitch count too because
why?
He's hurt his hand. So
he's on a pitch count.
Yeah, and Xavier Howard. So Xavier Howard's coming back. He basically missed all last year, right? So he's coming back. So they're trying to ease him in because of his knee injury. Mm-hmm. And Kyle Van Noy hurt his hand in like what do we call it? Training camp. Okay. So they limited his snaps because they don't want him to get hurt.
Who are your safeties?
Eric Rowe and Bobby McCain.
Bobby McCain, good old Bobby.
McCain's garbage and Rowe's pretty good. Rowe's let me rephrase. Rowe's really good in coverage against tight ends usually, but he's not super great against the run. But the safeties is the weakness. I was begging for a safety all draft.
So I usually give 3 keys to victory before we get out. 3 keys to victory for the Bills, and I want you to give the 3 keys to victory for the Dolphins and how they're going to beat us. So let's start with you guys. Actually, I'll give you your 3 keys. If you have them on the top of your head.
Yeah.
And what are the 3 keys the Dolphins need to do to beat the Bills this Sunday?
They need to keep Josh Allen from running.
So you want him to beat you with his arm, like he did the Jets.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to pick one, right? You got to shut one of them down, and if they can stop him from running, I'm more hopeful that the corners can do well against the receivers than I am if he runs all over us. It's over, right? So if they have a chance at winning, Josh Allen has to be held to under 20 yards rushing, which won't happen, but that's what's going to have to happen.
Josh Allen, your defense has to keep Josh Allen from rushing. They needed to keep him in the pocket.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2, what's your second way of winning? Second key.
The second key would be what we need to do is litter the shower with soap. So hopefully Trey White falls and can't play.
And that's not going to happen. So proceed.
Probably won't. But basically, I guess, so the second thing is they're going to need like some explosive plays. Okay. Right. They're going to have to take advantage of Levi Wallace, and they're going to have to hope that, like you said, with the injuries to linebacker, that your safeties are playing a little bit more man coverage on the tight end. And because they're sucked up on the tight end, they can hit Jakeem Grant or, Preston Williams over the top. That's what they have to do. And it's the only silver lining, like for us, is those 2 guys are hurt. And I don't think AJ Klein or whoever the other Dotson is going to be able to cover Gesicki. I think you're going to need to use Poyer and Hyde, and hopefully that means you don't have as much safety help back there. So that's your
key. That's key number 2.
Number three. I need some sort of score that's not by the offense, whether it's Jakeem Grant taking another kick back against you guys, or whether it's a defensive touchdown because someone fumbles or something like that. Mm-hmm. They need at least one non-offensive score. So I need one non-offensive score. They got to hold Allen to under 20 yards rushing, and they need some explosive plays on offense. Maybe Matt Breida in a screen game. Chan Gailey likes the screen.
We all know about Chan Gailey in his screen game. Okay, I like that. So here are my 3 keys to the game. Is to keep Ryan Fitzpatrick with the ball in his hand, meaning take away his receivers, have him hold on to the ball, hold the ball. Have him scramble, do all that nonsense, right? Because when he's improvising and he panics, that's when he gives the ball up, right? So I don't need Ryan Fitzpatrick having all the time in the world to sit there and pick us apart. I want that pressure to get to him, make him hold on, flush him out of the pocket, and make him give up the ball. That's what we need. That's key number 1, right? Get after him and make him hold on to that damn ball, right? Number 2, we need to establish that run game. We didn't do it last week because I think that was part of the game, and plus they shut us down, man. Like 1.9 rush per rush for Moss. I have my reservations on Moss right now, and Singletary did what he could, but that defense is stout. But establish a damn run. Get Allen going. If we have to get him the ball and get him going, he's got to do it. I have my chat on that. Mm-hmm. Furthermore, when it comes to, and I'm going more on number 2. This is why we drafted Allen. Allen is a passer and he's a runner. That's his game. That's his motto. I think Eric from the Hoof Live said it best. He says, this is the business. I think it was, this is the cost of doing business. Yeah, and I loved it.
Just one second.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, you can put that up.
This one here?
No,
this one.
That one. Yes, it's a good bet. You're gonna win. You're gonna. It's
5.5?
5.5.
I'll take that all day.
Started at 7.
I'll take that all day.
Money on the Dolphins. Colin
Howard. Yeah, I was about to say Colin Coward.
No, 34-10 Bills. So yes, that's a very good bet.
I like that bet too. So first key, get Fitzpatrick to hold on to the ball all day, make him make the mistakes and run all over the place, and we'll bring his ass down. We got the dogs to hound him down. Number 2, establish a run game. Devin Singletary needs to touch the ball 15 to 20 times. 15 to 20 times, and we got this. We had 41 minutes of freaking time of possession against the Jets, and we passed the ball a lot, right? So we can establish ourselves a run and get these running backs going, get these hounds going. You feel me? What the hell did I just see? Did I just see that correctly?
You did.
I didn't. Hold on a second. Jeff, golly. Bing, bigot. You better give me a... Jeff King in the building. Yo, my guy, Jeff King. You just got me on my seat, man. The man, the legend, Rico. My man, yo, respect to my guy, Jeff King. Hey, buddy, sorry I haven't been on in a while. Got a father battling Alzheimer's. Dude, man, right now. But I wanted to thank you, Pierre Miller, Spence, and the rest of the guys. It's nice to a nice reality break when I can catch the replays. We'll drop in when I can. Go Bills. That's my guy, Jeff King, man. Dude, I really hope, man. That's honestly sad.
Calls all the time.
Pardon me?
Who's the guy? Is he the guy that calls?
No, that's Max Kimani. That's my guy, Max Kimani. But shout out to my guy, Jeff King, man. Yeah. Yo, honestly, man, it's tough to have anybody go, parents, uncles with Alzheimer's. Do you know anybody with Alzheimer's or dementia or anything of that nature?
No. Well, at the very end.
At the very end?
Grandfather, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man. So, like, prayers to you and your family, and your father, man, because that's a tough battle to go through, man. Having your memory and not having your memory anymore and being there, man. Yo, listen, take care, Pops. Appreciate you, man. You didn't have to do this, but you know what? It's always appreciated. So thank you so much. Jeff King, man, I got to give you love, man. Salute to you. Third key of the game is definitely special teams. And I'm going to keep saying it until he takes one back to the house. Roberts is on the brink of taking one back to the house. He averaged 14 yards a punt return last game.
He's second best returner in the division.
Dude, I like Wakeem. And you know me, I always tell you I like Wakeem. Is it Wakeem? Jakeem. I like Jakeem Grant. I'm a big fan of him. But I have a feeling that this might be the time that Roberts takes one back to the house, and we're going to score and I need us to score in all 3 phases.
The great special teams coordinator, Danny Crossman.
Y'all got Danny Crossman?
Yeah.
Yo, we're taking right back to the house. So keep the ball in Fitzpatrick's hands. Get that damn run game going. 15 to 20 touches for my guy, Devin Singletary, and it's over with. And we need Roberts to take one back to the house. Special teams touchdown. We need that. Defense is going to do what they do. I'm a little upset and worried about our 2 linebackers not being there, but I don't like who you guys have in the backfield. In Gaskins, Breida. I'm not like scared of those guys. However, I can't ever sleep on Fitzpatrick. I can't sleep on him. Fitzpatrick plays well against the Bills. When you have Fitzpatrick, you have Chan Gailey putting their minds together. And that's the thing. I heard I was listening to Locked On Bills, and they had Kyle. Who's your guy?
Kyle Van Noy?
No.
Kyle Krabs.
Kyle Krabs. I think it was Kyle Krabs.
Yeah.
He mentioned something that was really key, and he said the continuity between Coach Chan Gailey and Fitzpatrick is great, but none of the other receivers are going to be on point. So there's going to be a lot of like, where do you want me to go? What are we doing? Because it's Chan Gailey's first year, right? And a lot of these guys are first year guys with Chan Gailey, so they don't know his system like Fitzpatrick does. So I think that might fall into our favor. We lock shit down. It's a blowout. I think we're going to actually hit you. We'll let you guys score a touchdown. That's for sure. I like 10 points, 13 points. I'll give you 13 points, a couple field goals. I say it's going to be 34-13. 34-13. I think we get to. I think we get up there.
Optimistic than I am.
Yeah, 34-13. I'll give you a couple field goals. We got to give you that
Nice.
because
Nice kicker.
when it's cost of business with Josh Allen, he's gonna run the ball.
Mhm.
Is he gonna turn it over? Is he gonna fumble? You know, it might happen.
Yeah, but he's got to run the ball.
But he's better. He makes more plays than he makes mistakes when he's running the ball, right? But I still need him to hold on to that damn ball.
He's got him running is what makes your offense go.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It's an element of our offense. But here's the deal: what happens to a running back when he fumbles? Right? He fumbles the rock.
He gets benched.
He gets benched, right? So you want to keep running the ball? That's fine. But you keep running the ball and you keep fumbling and giving it back to the other team. We can't bench you, but we sure as hell will say, you know what? No more running the ball with you because you can't be doing that shit.
It's a recipe for disaster. You cannot turn Josh Allen into a pocket passer. He's not.
Well, then you can't cough off the ball because you keep coughing the ball. How do we punish a running back, but we don't punish the quarterback?
Well, you're gonna put in Matt Barkley. You're not going to put in Matt Barkley.
No, but you can say, you know what? We'll make high calculated runs for you.
You got to make it a point of emphasis. You got to make sure that he every day harp on him for ball security. But come on.
Ryan Virgilio says that the Dolphins only have themselves to blame for their lack of success with all their old bum coaches that didn't work out here. Too many retread coaches.
It's Gailey's first year.
Too many retread coaches. Is he right? Did you like Philbin, by the way?
There's no retread coaches on the team other than those two guys. In fact, he's gone out and he's found like all these young guys. He fired most of the staff from last year because from what I hear, I'm not sure if this is fact, but from what I hear is because keep in mind when he got hired by the Dolphins, the Patriots were in the Super Bowl. They lost that. They beat the Rams, right?
Okay.
So he was the last coach to get hired and basically had his last pick for all of his assistant coaches. So we were surprised that he went out and fired so many people. The receivers coach is gone. The offensive coordinator is gone. The offensive line coach is gone. Like the DB's coach is gone. And then defensive coordinator is gone. And he went and he handpicked these guys. And actually, all these guys that he picked up are guys that he thinks are great teachers.
Right.
That's what he wanted because we have such a young team. He went and he got all these guys that are teachers. But the one thing he seemed to want, because last year he tried to hire Jim Caldwell, but Caldwell got hurt, is he's a defensive guy at heart, and he wants a veteran guy on offense to kind of, teach them. Plus, Gailey's system is about quick hitting, spread you horizontally,
spread you out. Yeah, he's
and try and get the ball out fast, which is something that they think Tua is going to excel at. So they picked him because the offense that he runs seems to be coincide with Tua's strengths. I think Gailey's going to be there for 5-6 years? No. I think that what they're going to try and do is keep him there for a year or two.
Yep.
And then, groom a successor, like a wide receivers coach or a QB coach, and then pop him in. That's what I think the plan's going to be. So
there's long-term plans. There's long-term plans for you guys.
Everything they're doing right now is long-term in mind. They traded away all their talent.
Yep.
Who? They didn't have any talent. They traded away Minkah Fitzpatrick because Fitzpatrick refused to play. Because Fitzpatrick cried like a bitch, had his mom sending out tweets because they're like, oh, they're playing me all over the field.
And look what he's doing with freaking Pittsburgh.
And they traded him to Pittsburgh, and he was awesome last year. He played free safety for them because that's all he wanted to do was sit in single high and play free safety. Did you just read his comments at the end of the year? He was frustrated at the end of the year because the teams went away from him eventually, like other teams were trying to avoid him, and he wasn't able to make a play, and he wished he was able to play more all over the defense. But regardless, my point is that
who'd you say you want to be there. Who was being groomed again? You said
for what?
You were talking about like they're grooming.
I don't know who it would be yet, but that's what I'm assuming is the plan. Is you bring in a coach like Chan Gailey, you're not expecting him to be there for a decade. You bring him in, and they hired a bunch. The offensive line coach is really young. The QB's coach is really young. The wide receivers coach is really young. I'm going to assume one of them. They're going to see if they're capable of being a successor, and if not, they'll just go hire out someone.
Because the reason I brought it up because if all these people are talking about being groomed, I think the most important thing that we need to talk about is you guys out there need to groom yourself. Do you groom yourself?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Fridays
is the grooming time.
Friday's
and
Manscaped Day.
Is Manscaped Day. So if we're grooming coaches, these coaches got to be grooming themselves with Manscaped. Get 20% off, free shipping. Use my code. It's Fanatics. It's that easy. Let me know when you get it. Did you like that?
Yeah, it was good.
That was for you, buddy. I need you guys to drop me your game predictions. I need points. What are the Bills going to hang on to the Dolphins? Are we give me a W for the win, because I feel strongly about this game. It's going to be a W, and then give me the score prediction. The W and the score prediction. What y'all got? I need to see this.
I like that.
Yo, big bada bing Crosby. That was a good. Yo, listen, my man Travis tossed it up, man. I just knocked it out the park. That's my guy. Travis, alley-oop. So I see 33-10. Yo, are we? So I see. Okay, this one, I like this one. This one's very it's very 27-17 is it's I like it. I think we hit 30.
Only way that happens is if Parker's playing and is like at full strength. That's the only way we keep it within 10.
You know what? I'm going to change my score. I don't think we hit 30.
Yeah.
I don't think we hit 30. I think we go 24 24-10, 24-13. I think it's going to be the score.
Again, we've got 6 new starters on defense.
Yeah, 24-13.
You got 6 starters on defense that have never played together.
28-10 for Steven. Jason Millard says 28-13. I like that one. 31-10, New Mexico. Yeah, same score as last week. Ryan Virgilio says same score. 28-6, Bills. Look at that. He's not even giving you guys a touchdown. The disrespect from Bobby. Bobby not even playing no games. 27-13, we run more and eat up the clock. See, that's why I said 27. I don't think if we're running clock, we're not putting up 30 points. But nonetheless, look what the Dolphins did. They ran for almost 200 yards yesterday's game, and they put up 30 points. So you just never know. But I feel 24-13, 27-13 might be the score. 29-12. What? Okay. 48. Damn, man. Corey Buffalo 48-17. It's a rout. 20-9. I like that. Chris Matlock with 20-9. 34-6. Coming from my guy, Bills guy. Travis Sinnett.
24-21. Are you a Dolphins fan?
I'm with RC. Ryan Cowher, 24-21. Travis Sinnett. I think Travis Sinnett might be. No, he's not. He can't be. He ain't no Dolphins. He ain't no Dolphins fan.
Yeah, no, it's 34-10.
34-10?
That's mine.
I respect it. What's my guy Pierre saying? Bills should have had at least 39 points last week, so I'll go repeat with 39 and give Dolphins just a score game. 39-17. How do you feel about that? You go with that?
I don't know. Could have, should have, would have. Yeah.
Could have, should have. Yo, Chris Brew, now you tripping, man. 50-0? Come on now. Now you tripping, man. You're just trying to piss him off. You're trying to get him passionate.
I don't get pissed off.
I know you want it. They want you to get passionate.
If we were like competing, if this was a year where I legitimately thought we had a shot at the title, then I'd get real emotional. Like then I'd be furious and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like when, if you got like, what was it? The year we were like 10-6 and we went to the playoffs a couple of years ago. The next year we had all these high expectations. When I lost those games, savage. I was pissed. But this is just a rebuilding year.
Did you see those kicks by Bass?
Yeah.
There was controversy
that he missed. The first one looked like it was in.
It was a weird one. It was like,
yeah, it's weird. It looked like he kind of missed. Second one was kind of a bad hold, but John Marlowe here. Hang on. This is a good one. How do you do the thing?
Yeah, just click it.
Just click it?
Yeah.
Is there an R-rated Kevin? So thankfully,
rated R Kevin. I like that.
So thankfully, Pierre, because he's a good buddy of mine, decided to capture R-rated Kevin and then tag all the Dolphins sites. Like,
he didn't.
Dolphins, because I lost my mind during the draft when they.
That must have been viral for you guys.
When they took Raekwon Davis. Yeah, they talked about it on one of the podcasts. They're like, "Did you see that guy flipping out?"
You see that Canadian guy flipping out? What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell was he doing on the Bills? Freaking. That's probably what they all said.
The draft was supposed to be. I waited all year for the draft. And
rated R Kevin and rated R Rico at the same time. Woo! That would be. But I don't think it'll ever happen.
No, because
it's either one's. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be one or the other, unless we finish in a disgusting tie game 0-0 in a monsoon. Fuck, like it's just not happening. It's just not happening.
Then I'll take the tie.
You're funny. Draft night was funny. Draft night was hilarious, man. We gotta do it again. Are you down again?
Yeah.
Perfect, because it's gonna be myself. We can have multiple people in that bitch.
I'm going to push again.
What's that?
For the Senior Bowl. I wanted to go last year.
We'll try,
to the
man.
Senior Bowl.
We'll try it out.
COVID
is it's kicking our ass right now, man. Especially in Ontario. Right now, we got some cases that's moved up.
Yeah, I know, but it's in January.
Yeah, that's true. So, folks, the draft show was my favorite show with the Fanatics. Oh, the first show. I said,
Yeah.
I heard favorite. I saw favorite for some reason. You know what, Travis Annette, that was a great show for you to be part of, and that got you hooked. And now you're part of the Bing Squad, and you're part of the Buffalo Fanatics, and I love it.
Then you guys called me the next day.
Oh yeah, we need to make sure you were alive because we didn't hear from you.
We
didn't hear from you all. We didn't hear from you all weekend. We're like, yo, is he alive? Hey guys, what's up? Just with my cat. Meow.
No, my girlfriend's name's Cat.
Yeah, that too. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. We did not mean to go an hour and 40 freaking minutes, but that's how it does. That's how we do when it's me and Kev, man. We just get to chopping, and we have a good old time when we talking football. So hold on, what's Bobby saying? Bobby says, me and Pierre come in the up north next draft. Yo, come through. Mm-hmm. Now that will be a draft. That will be a draft. We'll set it up real good. You guys can come to the crib and we got it set. I get wifey to cook for food for us, man. So we good. We get you some beaver tails. What else can we get? Get out in the hot tub. Get out in the inflatable hot tub. We'll do it up, man. So folks, we are gone. We do appreciate it. We appreciate all the new members that have joined the Bing Squad. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, the Bing Squad is where it's at right now. I'm telling you, once the season gets rolling heavy, we're winning games. Things are gonna get heated. Things are gonna get hot. So join the BF Text Club. Get yourself manscaped. You know the whole drill. Kevin, tell people where they can find you on social media. It's at Kev Guerard on Twitter. Hold on a second. Let's write that down. Yeah. Kev Guerard, not even Kevin. You didn't even go Kevin? No, Kevin Guerard was already taken. Oh, who's the asshole who did that? I don't know. Oh, you keep putting Kevin. Kev, I told you. K-E-V. I know. What's wrong with me? Oh, you're G. Yeah, it's French. Yeah, of course. Le français ici. Le français ici. So hit up my guy. Oh, did I get it? Yeah. Hit up my guy at Kev Guerard on the Twitter. You actually have to put it up. Oh, you put it in the comments. I put it in the comment, but I'm gonna put it up. No, listen. At Kev Guerard. I call him the G man. I've got like at least 16 followers. Dude, you have more than that. And 15 of them are people that. Do you have over 100? I don't know. People that hate me. You know, it's really good. Listen, give my guy a follow, man. Stop playing games. Give my guy a follow, and we can irk the shit out of him when we beat the shit out of him when it comes to our game. Looking forward to that. I bet you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure. It was good fun to be out here talking to the Dolphins fans. So I think it's gonna be a good game, man. We have our keys to victory. Both of us put laid out our plans. We're gonna see how it turns out. I got exactly 100. You got 100? Boom. Exactly. He's got 100 exactly. Let's get it more than that. He said, what are beaver tails? Oh, you don't know what beaver tails are? Yo, you need to get your ass over here to Canada so you know what a damn beaver tail is. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're it's like a what would you call it? It's like a flat donut. Yeah, so it's basically a flat donut. Donut. Cinnamon sugar. You can get some Nutella on that with some banana on that bitch. We can. There's a whole bunch of shit that you can put on there, but we call those a beaver tail, and that's what it is, man. So, Kaysen 313 King, good show. I appreciate that fire. We love it. We love to hear. We love the feedback, guys. If you guys have feedback for us, how we can make the show better, what we can add to the show, what you'd rather not us do in the show, let us know. We love feedback. Go to the community tab. Let us know. Talk to us. Let's go. And you can catch me. What is it saying? Talking about poutine now. Oh, poutine. Yeah, we got some good food, man. With gravy and French fries. Ooh, you got me in the mood for poutine right now. What's he bringing? Who's this guy? Yeah. I'll bring some crab ragoons. What the rangoons? What the fuck is that? Oh, this guy's asked me this 3 times, so I'm just going to answer this guy right here? Yeah. So he wants to know if I think Sam Darnold's the bust and done the New York Jets. If they fire Gase, give him a chance, man. Season, if they fire Gase this season and they hire like a decent head coach, maybe he's salvageable. I'm afraid he's Derek Carr. Or sorry, what's the other one? Derek? No. David Carr. David Carr. And whatnot. But they have to get rid of Gase ASAP. If they do, he's got a bit of potential. He still has some potential. Maybe he can turn it around. But man, it's they got to get rid of Gase. Yeah, they do. And you know what they got to get rid of as well? This clown talking about he's going to bring some crab rangoons. That doesn't sound appealing whatsoever. I'm going to tell you right now. Crab good, but rangoons tells me something's good. I'm going to try it. Really? You believe the man? Did you not eat at the Niagara Cafe? Crab rangoons? I ate at the Niagara. Are you sure that's what? I didn't have that. I don't know what it is. I'm going to assume it's crab. But if Pierre's telling me, did you have crab? No. So what the hell but what? I see what you're saying. Because he brought you to where he got you.
Established credibility.
Wow, you are sold already.
Pierre tells me it's good on
Rico's memory is absolutely worse. If it didn't impact me, it didn't change my life. It didn't, you know what I mean, on my taste buds. It didn't say hello and I'm here. I'm not gonna remember it.
It's a restaurant. It's not a love letter. What are you talking about?
Listen, man, food is legit. Food is everything. You gotta talk to me with food. It's art. I need to see it. And when I taste it, I gotta make love to it with my mouth. It's good. And if I don't remember it, you're not memorable. That's it. It's over with. You ever be with somebody? You ever be with somebody and it was just not memorable? You don't remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember that girl? What? Who? If it's not memorable, I'm not talking about it. I'm not remembering that shit. So if you're gonna bring me some crab rangoons, I gotta look it up. I mean, it doesn't even sound appealing. Crab, I like crab. Crab rangoons? That doesn't sound good to me.
You're really on this.
I am.
He just suggested he's going to bring up some food.
Mike tried to say crab rangoons are fire.
There you go.
He said Mike knows what's up. Crab rangoons. Anyway, listen, folks, that's our time. We appreciate everything you guys have been supporting. You guys have been supporting us like heavy. So we appreciate that. Buffalo Fanatics appreciate that. Kevin appreciates it because his followers are going to go up heavy.
Might be 103 by the end of the night.
Might be maybe 102, maybe 104. You never know. So until next time, it's your boys. You see that when I put the "it's your boys"?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
What do we say?
And I'm gone.
And I'm gone. See you later.